Raptors fans, Akil Augustine of the Hangout, kicking it with Glenn Sheeler, my man Dave Zerum, and Dan Gladman. We are talking Raptors basketball here on the Hangout Raptors Roundup. Today's topic, end-of-game execution for the Toronto Raptors, specifically referring to DeMar DeRozan. The Raptors, a team that spent most of the last 3 years focusing on defense, but they've got good offensive players. They've gotten themselves in a position where they are in playoff contention, and that would mean come playoff time, end-of-game execution is going to be very important for them. We've seen 2 games recently, Portland, and our last game where DeMar DeRozan had the ball in his hands. For me, my concern is the first game against Portland, he's moving horizontally. The last shot, he wasn't committed to going for a layup. I would like to see the man go and try to get contact at the rim. I know last year we saw a couple of times the Raptors got completely robbed of calls at the end of games, and maybe that's a concern. But Dan, I'll first hand it out to you. What were your impressions of those end-of-game shots?
Well, if we're going to go to the game Wednesday against Chicago that they lost by 2 points, DeMar hit 11 field goals in that game. He scored 32 points. He was very well guarded, very well defended by Jimmy Butler on that play. I'm sure his plan was to get to the rim and to get a layup and to maybe dunk it or maybe get fouled. He was 10 of 11 from the free throw line. But Jimmy Butler got right up on him, didn't go for the fakes, and you were down to about 2 or 3 seconds left on the clock, and he had to take the shot, because if you miss, you want to have a chance at the rebound. So I think he got a quality shot. He missed it. He very easily could have hit it, and the Raptors could have easily, at least at that point, tied or won the game.
Dave?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you really put a lot of the blame on DeMar for the way these games have ended. I mean, you think about that Portland game where he dribbled it off his foot. Yeah, you'd like to see him handle the ball a little cleaner in that situation. But in that second half of that game, I think he had something like 32, 33 points. So, I mean, he's been a huge part of their success this season. And, I'd keep giving him the ball and get more cracks at it.
I love DeMar. I love the maturation of his career over the last year or two. But let's be honest, the NBA is all about winning time and money shots. And DeMar, if you're an all-star, these are moments when he's got to step up. For years and years, I covered the Raptors. A lot of the problem was they couldn't draw up a play at the end of the game. Recently, it started to see it improve a little bit, but then this year now they've almost gone 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Remember that game, like Amir was hitting a 3 for the way, like was that the play they drew up? So when they make the playoffs, because I think they will, you're right. This is what it's going to come down to. And DeMar, I mean, he's going to learn from these.
Well, it's still part of the growing process.
Yeah,
and
it is.
DeMar did hit a clutch tying shot in Dallas earlier this season. That was one of the key victories of the season. Jordan missed a lot of shots early in his career. Kobe missed shots. LeBron didn't become a late-game, big shot-making guy until later.
They still don't think he is. Yeah.
Well, Golden State would disagree with that. But he's going to come into that. He's going to get more opportunities for that kind of shot, and I think he will get better at it. I don't think you can be too upset at him right now. He missed a couple of shots.
I mean, this is really the first season where he's playing for something, So I echo what you're saying.
Stakes are higher.
Yeah, exactly. So you got to give him time.
The stakes are high. In order for Michael Jordan to become Michael Jordan, he had to lose to those Pistons. So challenges make you who you are. But for DeMar, I'm very proud of the man. But you know what? In the great words of Drake, there's always room for improvement. This has been the Raptors Roundup. I'm Akil Augustine. Peace.